difference in being dead or being grown.
Songs, I want people to know that I'm listening to my music with them.
It's for you. Mamas and grandmamas love you.
My parents understand about me and my music. I'm a human being, you know?
Cause they will understand the words that are pouring from your mouth. Don't stop, go
I want that experience to be like the main driving force of the music itself. It's like we're all just like humans trying to get through life and enjoy. Let's roll.
Zach Bryan is a rising star in the music world, but where did his rise to fame begin? Although raised in Oogala, Oklahoma, Zach Bryan was actually born in Okinawa, Japan to Dwayne and Annette Bryan. This might be strange to some, but considering the fact that his parents were both active duty military, it's not that uncommon. In the 8th grade, Zach and his family left Okinawa, Japan to move to Oogala, Oklahoma, a town about 30 miles northeast from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Zach Bryan was inspired to join the military from an earlier than most age, most likely by his parents, grandfather, and great-grandfather, as well as he mentioned before on popular podcasts.
My old man was in the Navy for 25 years. He was a Master Chief. My mom was in the Navy. My grandpa was in the Navy. I was like, I'm going to be in the Navy till the day I die, probably. Until I retire, at least. And that was it.
He joined the Navy as soon as he was eligible at the age of 17, with his own father serving as his recruiter. Interestingly enough, he aspired to become a U.S. Navy diver, but was advised to take a raid at MEPS, and then he would be able to choose Navy diver at boot camp and proceed from there. He ended up becoming an aviation ordnanceman and was stationed in Washington and later Florida. He's mentioned 3 deployments, 1 to Bahrain and 2 to Djibouti, Africa. Somewhere between his duties as an AO and these deployments, Zach Bryan fell in love with the Navy. His aspirations to join the Special Forces community never dwindled. He trained with the intent to go through BUDS and eventually submitted his packet. Unfortunately, the day his request was returned, he learned that his mother had passed away. This impacted Zach deeply, to the point where he began reconsidering the path to Special Forces.
I'm not going to oversell this because I don't want to sound tough, but I trained to be a SEAL for like 2 years. I took a bunch of these PSTs, and I would call my mom. She would ask me how far I ran, how much I lifted, and my package came back for the SEAL, the BUDS thing. My mom had died, and I was like, man, this sucks. This is crazy.
Little did Zach know, his life was destined for a different direction. Around 2019, he started uploading original songs to Twitter, garnering a humble couple dozen or so likes on each of his videos. He gradually started uploading more and more often, gaining more and more traction as time went on. With no intention of becoming a professional musician, Zach Bryan shared his music with the internet.
Didn't mean to be a musician, you know? It's like, it's really beautiful what happened with like just writing songs and stuff. I never in my life envisioned being a musician, ever.
It wouldn't be until the upload of a self-titled song called Heading South that Zach Bryan would go viral. The simple, improvised shot from his iPhone coupled with his tired demeanor, raspy voice, and memorable chord progression was an instant hit.
Was a dreamer, and he flew so high and proud in a world full of people out to cut his young.
Zach had played live before this hit, usually in small bars and open mics whenever he could.
This is the first bar I ever played a show at.
Sometimes with bandmates and sometimes solo. Unfortunately, the newfound fame would mean the end of his military career. Upon further recognition from social media and the musical world, he was told that he could no longer serve in the Navy, as it is seen as a conflict of interest by the military.
Slept and ate the Navy. You know, I loved every last bit of it. It's all been really challenging and rewarding all at the same time.
8 months later, on a surprise date to him, Zach unknowingly wore the uniform for the last time. He aspired to be in the Navy as long as he could, and although he never imagined this would be the circumstance, he had become free to pursue his passion and obvious talents as a musician outside the confines of being an active duty sailor. But it wouldn't be long before his newfound fame would get him into a real spotlight. From small bars in his home state of Oklahoma to arguably his biggest break as an artist, a debut at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville, Tennessee, Zach Bryan has taken the music world by storm. In just a short number of years, he's reached milestones that most artists can only dream of. He has signed with Warner Records, had an album make the top 5 in the US Billboard 200, received an award for New Male Artist of the Year, and a Grammy nomination for Best Solo Performance of the Year. With talent, drive, and years on his side, we can all agree that this isn't the end of the road for country music singer-songwriter Zach Bryan. His accomplishments as a musician, especially those made while serving as an active duty sailor, are nothing short of incredible. With no end in sight, we look forward to see what Zach Bryan has in store for his fans and the world.